हेलो। हेलो। हाँ मैडम, जो स्कैनिंग अच्छा नहीं लगे तो वो हार्ड कॉपी में होगा नीचे, तो आप उसको फिर से स्कैन कर लेना। मैडम ने बनवाया लेटर, और मेरा अभी 5 मिनट के बाद लेक्चर है, तो उन्होंने स्कैन करके दिया है, तो मैंने भी सोचा कि वो एक लाइन कट रही है, तो वो नीचे हार्ड कॉपी उनके पास जरूर होगी। हाँ हाँ ठीक है। और आप अच्छे से स्कैन कर लेना कि मुझे देना है। कौन सा फीडबैक? मैंने भेज दिया वो। मैंने बोला कि मैडम ने लेने के लिए ले लिया है। बच्चों को बोला भी है कि आप सब लोग भर लेना। मैंने भेज दिया। हाँ, वो एचओडी को हर बार मैंने तो उनके बहुत थप्पा हो जाएंगे मेरे, इसलिए उनको नहीं भेजा। आप पूछे तो बता देना कि मैंने भेज दिया है ऑलरेडी। हाँ ठीक है, भेज दे। नहीं नहीं, मैंने भेज दिया है, भेज दिया। हाँ हाँ हाँ, कोई बात એ લેટર રચના મેડમને આપી દો ને એ સ્કેન કર્યો તેનો બરોબર નહોતો સ્કેન થયો રચના મેડમને આપી દો જેને કે સ્કેન કરેલી કોપી મને આપજો કે So students, please reply. Screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, voice is also coming. Audio is okay. Okay. So today students will not be there. This will be a lab session today. So we'll see various technology, effect of technology, right? We'll also I will give introduction to model parameters. Then we will see IV characteristic of NMOS, PMOS transistor in different technologies. Then we'll draw CMOS inverter and simulate for transient characteristic. Then we will also implement ring oscillator and measure the frequency of oscillation, right? So I have planned 3-4 lab exercise for you. So if you have microwin, I already told you, then you can please open. If you have, then you can open. If possible, I will try to put in the shared sheet so that you can use the source, right? So I think 44 is there. So I will start the demonstration, right? So students, you can see here, this is Microwin version 3 uh, demo version. So here you can see, we can select foundry. So you can see how many rules we have. We have only 3 rules. 0.12, you can say 120 nanometer, 180 nanometer, 350 nanometer, right? We have only 3 rules, 3 libraries available with us. So we'll set anyone. Let's say first I would like to show you the effect of technology, right? Technology scaling. So first we'll open, let's say 35, 350 nanometer, right? So I will off this for a while. So you can see here, this is the layer palette. So here various material layers are there. Various material layers are there. You can see here N plus diffusion, P plus diffusion. So N plus diffusion will form source and drain for NMOS transistor, right? So this is the source drain material for NMOS transistor. This black background we will consider as P-type silicon. And if we want to draw PMOS transistor, then first we will select N-well, right? And then inside that N-well we will lay P plus diffusion. That will create source and drain for PMOS transistor. Okay? So right now I will use inbuilt transistors, right? So first I will select NMOS transistor. So you can see here automatically I have selected the foundry 350 nanometers. So that is why length of the MOSFET is they have kept 0.4. As I already told you, the technology defines the length of the channel for the device. So 350 nanometers. So here they have taken 0.400 micrometer, right? Because 0.350 that approximately it is this. So this is channel length and this is minimum size inverter they have taken. So 2 micrometer they have selected the width of the transistor, right? So if I generate the device, here will be the device. So you can see here this is the device. We can measure also. We have a ruler available. So you can measure whether it is correct or not. So before that I would like to, right? So let us measure whether this is correct or not. So let us move over here. So you can see here exactly 0.4 micron is the, you can say, length of the device. Let us measure the width, as whatever they are claiming is okay or not. Sorry. Let us measure the, okay, let us measure the width of the transistor. So you can see here it is 2 micron, right? 2 micron is the width of the device. So as per the rule it is correct, because what is the rule? Minimum it should be 3 lambda. So it is greater than you can say 0.4. So that is why it is, this rule is correct. So now what is the contact? So contact, as I told you, it is always 2 lambda by 2 lambda. So if I select this, so you can see here it is 2 lambda, right? So now let us see the IV characteristic of this device, right? So as I click on this, this will go to IV characteristic, right? So you can see here what is the current in 350 nanometers. So you can see here the various level. If I use level 1 parameter, you can see threshold voltage is 0.6 volt. Then mobility is 0.060. Then oxide thickness is 10. And phi is 0.3, phi f, right? And gamma is 0.4. So now you can also change the value of VD, right? So you can see here on x-axis we have the plot from 0 to 3 volt, right? So they have taken the power supply as 3 volt for 350 nanometer technology. You can see here also VGS they have varied from 0 to 3.5, right? VGS is also varied from 0 to 3.5, right? Now what is the effect of changing the threshold voltage? That also you can see. If I change let's say if I increase the threshold voltage, please pay attention. I am increasing the threshold voltage. What is happening? Right? Let's say, what was the value? It was 0.6. So 0.6, let's say for particular point we are keeping. So let's say when my power supply is 2 volt, what is my current? Current is 1 milliampere. Right? Now if I increase to 0.65 or 0.66, see, for 1.5 what is the current? See, current is reduced from 1 milliampere to of the order less than 0.5 milliampere, right? 0.2 milliampere or so. So current will reduce, right? Your drain current will reduce as we go on increasing the threshold voltage. So let me again put the same value. How much was 6? So you can see here, so current decreases as we go on increasing the threshold voltage. Another thing is, what is the effect of mobility, right? Because mobility degradation you have heard. So if let me increase the mobility. So if I increase the mobility, initially what is happening? Okay, so let us pinpoint first. What was the value? 60. So let us take this 2. So at 2, what is the current? 1 milliampere is the current. Now if I increase the mobility, what happened? Please pay attention. So if I increase the mobility, initially current increases, right? Initially current is increasing. You can see here, current is increased greater than 1 milliampere. So if I continuously go on increasing, current increases. Right? Because the student version, so I think not able to show the effect. What is the effect of oxide thickness? So 10 is the standard value they have given. Let me increase. So if oxide thickness increase, you can see here current decreases, right? Okay. So another thing is, so remember the current value. Let's say 3 volt or 2.5 readings you can take. So if 3 voltage is the VGS value and corresponding VDS is also 3, you can see here what is the current, 3 milliampere, right? Right. So now what is the effect of temperature? So if temperature increases, you can see current is decreasing because of the saturation. So you can see current decreases as I go on increasing the temperature. So normally we can keep it to, right? So you can see here normally my current is 4.5 milliampere, right? So now I will take another technology. I will now I will select another technology, right? Select a foundry and I will select 180 nanometer, right? And नया मैं लूंगी, right? So I will again select the palette and now my technology is 180, so you can see automatically they have changed the width and length. So I will select again NMOS and generate the device, right? And then if I again find out the IV characteristic, you can see what is the threshold. So threshold is scaled down to 0.5 volt. Earlier it used to be 0.64. You can see what is the oxide thickness. It was 10 and now it is 4. What is the mobility? You can see that was up to 0.06. Now it is 0.038. So mobility is decreased with scaling, right? and phi is increased. Earlier it used to be, I think, 0.3, and now it is. So you can see all this, right? And what is the current? You can see, and your voltage is scaled down to, you can see, VGS is maximum 2, right? So your VDS is also, you can see here, your power supply is scaled down to 2 for 180, or you can say 1.8, actually it is the exact value, right? Exactly, technology divided by 10 is the power supply. So you can see what is the current. Current is decreased from 4.5 milliampere to 2 milliampere, right? So current is also scaled down, right? So what kind of scaling, you can tell me? What kind of scaling is there, right? So please try to find out. So now I will select new technology. So new technology, I will select third 120 nanometer, right? So again, I will select another device, which you can see here, the length is changed, see, automatically, 0.12 micron, and width is 0.6. Accordingly, they have chosen the width. So here I am putting the device, so you can see connections are increased, right? Because area is decreased. So in order to you can say current density, in order to spread the current all over the, you can say, area, and the particular areas should not be damaged, so they have taken the increased number of contacts. So now again I will plot the IV characteristic. You can see voltage is scaled down to now 1.2 volt, right? See, and current is maintained to 2 milliampere. See, current is maintained, right? So this is which type of scaling? You can constant voltage type of scaling. आगे वाला जो दिखा था, that was constant field scaling, right? So this is all about फिर now we can also select now PMOS transistor. What is the difference between PMOS and NMOS? Because in CMOS technology, width of the PMOS is normally selected 3 times higher. So let us do it again. So in 120 nanometer only, let me draw the PMOS device. So you can see here. So this is what I told you. If NMOS transistor hai, so N plus diffusion is, this is P type substrate. So N plus diffusion is directly drawn on this. I will draw like this. So you can select and you can draw. So this is N plus diffusion. Using this, you can remove, right? But if it is a PMOS device, then you cannot draw directly on this P-type substrate. So you have to choose a N-well. So this N-well, and on that P plus diffusion you will use in order to create a device. Rest of the thing will be as it is. So now if I plot the IV characteristic, you can see for 120 nanometer, what is the voltage? It is minus 1.2, right? Now your voltage is, because it is PMOS transistor. So power supply is now your minus 1.2. Why? Because source is connected to 1.2 and your drain is minus 1.2, right? This is VDS, that is it. So it is minus VDS. And what is the current? You can see. So your current is, earlier it used to be 2.5. Now here you can see current is reduced less than 1, you can say, milliampere, right? And what is the threshold? It is minus 0.45, right? And this is various parameters, right? This is DC input. So now we will draw one CMOS inverter. Now I will show you how to draw CMOS inverter. So now I will use new technology and give this. Let us use Foundry 180 nanometer, right? So I have selected 180 nanometer technology, and now I will select one by one devices. So first I will choose PMOS device in order to draw CMOS inverter. So I will use here, reduce the size so that I can draw another NMOS transistor below that. So an NMOS transistor also I have selected. So you can see here. Now I can move also. Sorry. I will move this device exactly below this. Okay, and now let us draw the CMOS inverter. So let us connect the both the drain. So both the drains are shorted. Why? Because this source is connected to VDD and this source is connected to ground, right? You know, for NMOS transistor always source is grounded and PMOS transistor source is connected to VDD. Why? Because for biasing. Biasing purpose we are connecting like this. And now let us short the gates because you know CMOS inverter both the gates are shorted. Here I have shorted both the gates. Right? Now let me expand this in order to connect VDD and VSS. So I have expanded this. So let us connect now. This is VDD. So I will connect here VDD. I will connect here VSS. You can check what is the value they have connected, proper value or not. 2 point. You can also change this to 1.8. So here you can change also. So let us assign. Now I will apply clock signal to the gate. So you can see here what is the value. I can use 1.8 volt also. Assign. So this is clock. Now I would like to see what will be my output. So I will select this I and keep here and assign the node, let's say S1. Now if I simulate, so simulate at risk. Why it is saying? Because see, they are saying floating annual, right? Because what is annual? So why floating? Because see, your source is connected to VDD, but your substrate is not connected to VDD, right? So we must connect source and substrate sorted, right? As I have explained while in the chapter initially lecture. So here also I will connect VDD. So I will connect VDD here, right? Now if I simulate, this will not give the error. So if I simulate, you can see it is inverted. So see here, this is my clock. So you can see here, when negative going clock is applied, output is positive, right? So exactly it is inverted. When input is VOH, then you can see output is VOL. Sorry, input is VIH, output is VOL, right? And so on. So you can see here, you can measure the propagation delay. So how we will measure the propagation delay? So you can, so it is already measuring. See, this 8 picosecond, what is it? It is rise time. And what is 23 picosecond? It is fall time, right? So if you add both this and divide by 2, that will be your, so TPLH plus TPHL divided by 2, that will be your propagation delay approximately. So 23 plus 8, it is 31, right? So 31 by 2. So it is approximately 15 picosecond is your propagation delay for this NOT gate, right? So now let us convert this into ring oscillator, right? Let us form ring oscillator from this. So what I will do, so I hope that students you are following, right? So now what I will do, I will just copy this and again copy this one more time and this way, right? So this is three. So now easily I can remove all the VDDs because all are shorted. Okay. What happened? Okay, so now let us connect this, right? So I will again use the layer palette and with this polysilicon, I will remove first the clock. So I will use this and remove the clock, all the nodes because now I want ring oscillator from this, right? So now let us select the context first. So you can see here I am deriving the context slowly. Right, and I will select the contact which is already existing, right, from here only. So I will move this contact into this. I will again move this contact properly. I will remove this contact first. Okay, so this way you can connect the polysilicon again. Everywhere I will do the same exercise. So contact is always required, okay, in order to short two nodes, right? So that is why I am creating a context. Sorry, first. Right, now let me draw the contact. So I will select contact from here. I will copy contact from here. I will exactly copy this. I will stay in. Okay, you can also copy this contact here. Okay, you can remove all this contact because it is not properly done. Remove the this contact. Okay, so I will delete this. We'll do it again. But I have already saved one ring oscillator, so I will show you. I have prepared. So I will open from this. So here only I have drawn one ring oscillator. So you can see here ring oscillator MSK file I will open. So this is the ring oscillator. I will just, so you can see here, this is how three CMOS inverter I have taken. Then I have created contact here, here and here. And then I have shorted output with this gate, right? Because I would like to show you the ring oscillator, how it looks like from the PDF paper I have. So I hope that this paper is visible, students. This paper is visible, or I need to share it again. So you can see here this paper on ring oscillator, how to design ring oscillator. So this is simple CMOS inverter, and we have also measured the propagation delay. So this is the ring oscillator, how it looks like. You can see here, this is the first inverter. Output of the first inverter is applied to shorted gate of the second inverter, and similarly, output of second inverter is applied to shorted gate of the third inverter, and then there is a closed loop from output to input. Right. So now, how to calculate the frequency of oscillation? So you, as I told you, we have already measured the propagation delay, right? So propagation delay of each inverter into number of inverting stages. So number of stages are 3, right? Into 3. So into 2, right? So 2 into number of stages are 3 into propagation delays. We have already measured, let's say 15 or 16 picoseconds, right? So That is your total time. So if you inverse it, that will be your frequency, right? So we will theoretically you can calculate using this expression. And now I will share the microwin screen. I will share this paper with you. Don't worry. So again, I am sharing the microwin. So you can see here this ring oscillator. Now I have already connected the visible node at the output. You can see here. So now let us simulate. So if I simulate, you can see here, this is the oscillations, right? And you can measure the, if I increase the time period and again oscillate, you can see this. These are the oscillations. It is able to generate sinusoidal oscillations, right? If I further increase the number of cycles, you can see here, this is the oscillation, right? So I hope that, so you all will try this, right? Okay. So if you have any question, you can ask. Screen is visible. Have you seen the ring oscillator? Yes. Have you seen ring oscillator? Now, please find out the frequency of oscillation from this diagram. So, what will be the frequency? Let us do it again. So, if you simulate, let me change the reduced number of cycles, right? So, you will be able to easily calculate the frequency. So, you can see here, if I measure the, you can easily measure the, what is the total peak to peak, right? So, this is 0 volt and this is, so what is this time duration? So from here to let's say 50%. Let's say this point is exactly 50%. Then यहाँ से यहाँ तक पहुँचने में क्या time लगा? Right? So this is time and further you need to measure from यहाँ से नीचे जाने में कितना time वो दोनों का करोगे तो approximately you will get 9 picosecond I think. So let us again simulate. So now, so yes, frequency versus time is your oscillation, and you need to measure and evaluate the frequency. So now if I again simulate, I think this is able to calculate the frequency. You can see here, what is the frequency? It has already calculated. So 7.7 gigahertz oscillation this has generated. See students, in 120 nanometer technology, sorry, wait, which technology I am going? Yes, 180 nanometer, okay? 180 nanometer technology, 7 gigahertz I have generated. See, right? Initial oscillation is 2.9 giga, then 4.77, 6.94, then 7.4. So 7.7. So after you can say 1.5 nanosecond, it is stabilized, right? Now around 1 nanosecond it is stabilized, right? So 1 nanosecond time is taken to stabilize the oscillation, right? So you can see here the propagation delay, I think is showing 0.14 nanosecond. Propagation delay is, time period I think is showing 0.14 nanosecond, right? So this way you can also draw ring oscillator, right? I have already shown you the method, and this is the paper. I hope that this paper is available. So you can see here this paper, right? So this is the paper they have simulated. So you can go on increasing the, you can say, number of stages and see how much, what type of frequencies you can generate, right? So these people have demonstrated for this technology. You can go through this paper, okay? I will put in that, and you can do this exercise, right? So now I will again not share this and share the again microwave. So similarly, I will close this now, okay? You can also see various, so you can see analog switch, right? So this is the analog switch already there. So then ready-made available, you can also see adder, subtractor, various. So AND 2, let us see, AND 2. So see, this is the AND gate. 2 input AND gate they have brought. Then you can simulate also. Let us simulate whether this, yes, see. So you can simulate also. So some ready-mades are already available. Let us see, open one few more masks. Uh, so differential amplifier, see. So this is differential amplifier they've done. We can simulate also. So see, this is differential amplifier. Layout is drawn. Then we'll open more mask for you. So capacitor mask, see. So see how capacitor, different types of capacitance. This can be drawn as a layout. So you can see this is N plus differential capacitance, right? N plus material is used. So this is one layer and this is another layer, right? Two capacitor plates are there. So this is forming one plate. This is another plate. This P-type substrate is forming another plate. Second plate of the capacitor. Then you can see here, this is your MOS capacitor, right? So how MOS capacitor is formed? If you short your drain and source, it forms a one plate of capacitor, right? And gate is another plate of capacitor, and that is called MOS capacitor. And similarly, this is P plus diffusion capacitance. So you can simulate also. Not simulatable. Okay. So these are the layouts of capacitors. So you can one see and you can practice how it can be drawn. Then so I think you know what is current mirror, right? So this is the layout of current mirror, right? So I think this also you can simulate. Yes. So this is generating a current, right? Voltage and current. let us draw, right? Let us simulate the interconnect, right? So I will prepare an interconnect model, right? Interconnect model in which technology? Any technology, right? 120 nanometer is okay. Now let us draw R and C, right? RC delay. So what kind of uh, signal it will generate if we pass the sine square constraint from it, right? So that we try to draw. So first I will select. So here only I will show you capacitor, right? So generate a capacitor. So this is the capacitor. Right? So this is the inductor, right? Inductor is drawn like this. So let us now select R and C first. This is the register here. I am just generating one register. You can hear 1 kilo ohm resistor I am generating. So see, this is 1 kilo ohm resistor. So I cannot see even, right? So I have to. You can see here now, right? So this is 1 kilo ohm resistor, right? Now, along with this, इसको छोटा, इसको छोटा. Now I will also select one capacitor. Here. Let's say 0.1 picofarad का कैपेसिटर लिया है. कैपेसिटर नहीं है तो मैं मास्क में से लेती हूँ ना, मास्क में भी अवेलेबल है. इसको पहले हम सेव कर लेते हैं ना. फाइल सेव एज आरसी. ओके, आरसी इफेक्ट मास ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्टिंग है. अगर है तो हम डायरेक्ट ही देखते हैं ना. सुपर RC model is already there. Right, so this is RC model. You can see here. RC effect देखते हैं. Right, so let us see whether we तो सी क्या होता है वेवफॉर्म का, राइट. सी ये आपका ग्लिचेस प्रोड्यूस हुआ है, राइट. ये देखो ग्लिचेस जैसा प्रोड्यूस होता है ना, राइट. सो ये बता रहा है कि वोल्टेज वर्सेस टाइम. देखो ऐसा हुआ, आपने वीन ऐसा दिया था और आपको देखो फार एंड में वोल्टेज कैसा हो गया. प्लीज सी हियर, आपने इनपुट ये दिया था इसको आरसी मॉडल को, और फार एंड पे आपका सिग्नल कैसा हो गया. देखा, मैंने बोला ना सिग्नल इंटीग्रिटी. तो आपका सिग्नल ऐसा हो गया, और नियर एंड में, नजदीक में ऐसा हो गया, और दूर जाके तो एकदम ही चला गया। तो ना अगर आप करंट्स को देखेंगे उसके साथ, तो देखो करंट भी कितना डिग्रेड हो जाता है, राइट? Then voltage versus voltage, so you can see here, and if you see the I diagram, right, right, so now अभी आप उसको और इस पे लेते हो, फिर से सिमुलेट करते हो, तो देखो कैसा दिखता है, नहीं ऐसा हो गया, ये पैरासिटिक कैपेसिटेंस चार्ज डिस्चार्ज हो रहे हैं, और फार एंड पे देखो ऐसा हो गया, राइट? तो अगर आप वोल्टेज वर्सेस टाइम देखते हो, वोल्टेज वर्सेस करंट, फिर आपका आई डायग्राम, देखो आप क्या है, क्या हल हुआ, राइट? सो यू कैन सी हियर, this is signal integrity problem, right? Signals are degraded, you have sent the square constraint, and क्या आपको मिला, देखो कितना नीचे गिर गया, राइट? सो आपका सिग्नल टू एसएनआर देखो, है ना, सिग्नल खुद ही गिर गया, right? So this is your effect of interconnect. Now let us see this mask कौन सी टेक्नोलॉजी में था, तो फिर से बंद कर देते हैं। ओके ओके, ये भी 180 नैनोमीटर में ही है, राइट? सो अभी हम इसको जैसे सिमुलेट करें, उसमें वोल्टेज चेंज कर देंगे, राइट? सिमुलेट, राइट? उसमें अगर हम ये वोल्टेज तुम्हारा चेंज कर देंगे, वोल्टेज वर्सेस टाइम में देखते हैं, now if we try to reduce the voltage, वोल्टेज चेंज कर, ओके, बट दिस इज दी योर इंटरकनेक्ट, राइट? इंटरकनेक्ट ऐसा होता है आपका। फिर अभी देखते हैं आरसी मॉडल दिखता है, आरसी मॉडल का। Now let us see. तो फार एंड आप देखो क्या इसका हुआ, अभी इसको frequency, so this is the signal, actual signal is like this, and degradation is like this, you can see here, right? And similarly we can also see clock distribution, see, let us see whether it is there or not, clock distribution है कि नहीं, ऐसा कुछ clock जैसा कुछ है। Let us see the crosstalk mask. So what is the crosstalk effect, right? Let us see. Now let us simulate. So voltage versus time is like this, voltage versus current, see, crosstalk is produced. So you can see here, this is victim far end में कितना कैसा हो गया, और नियर कैसा है, राइट? दिस इज नॉइस, तो ये नॉइस है, इसमें एडेड है, राइट? सो if you go on increasing the frequency and then simulate, let us see. So now if you go on increasing this, right, then only you can see the effect, right? So आप देखिए नॉइस कैसा इसमें ऐड हो जाता है, तो दिस इज योर ड्राइवर, सी है ना, हमने जो देखा था वो ड्राइवर यहाँ पे 15 फायर देखो। अच्छा यहाँ से आप ले सकते हो। नॉइस है, नॉइस नियर है, तो नियर में ऐसा नॉइस है, 15 नियर में 15 फार नहीं है नॉइस, और ये राइट। सो सिमिलरली let us see some more inductive whether it is there or not. Inductance. So now if you simulate what is the effect, let us see. So देखो इंडक्टर में कैसा आता है, right? So similarly you can create RLC and whatever you want, because ready-made layouts are also there. But you need to save the file and then you should copy and paste, right? Now see adder. Adder is also there. So you can see here this is the adder. Let us simulate. Voltage versus time. Right? Similarly, connect layer mask, right? See how different layers are being connected. If you don't have idea, you can see here. See, as I told you, metal you need to connect with poly. So see, this is connected like this. This is the metal, this is poly, and you have to draw contact in it. If you don't draw the contact, then it will not be connected. Similarly, contact poly and metal. So poly and metal, it is connected like this. So see, this is on the level. Why? Because contacts are not distributed well. You can see this is correct design. Contacts are equally distributed, and this is base design. Current is equally distributed in the area, right? So that is why both carriers are, you can say, particular region density will not increase. Otherwise, it will lead to electromigration, which lead to device degradation and reliability issues, right? So similarly, so D flip flop also I told you. So let us open. So this is your D flip flop. So if you would like to simulate, you can simulate. Let us open another. This is or you can draw your own also, but I am just showing you. So now let us simulate. So yes, this is the flip, right? So if you want to see, so this is your clock, right? And this is your data, right? And this is your Q output, right? So you can see here, before the clock arrives, this data is present, right? Setup and hold, right? And then this is your Q output. So you can see corresponding to that. So let me show you the context. So see, this is your clock, this is your data in, this is your Q and Q bar, right? So Q and Q bar will be inverted, right? So now let us see. So now this is your, right? So similar, you can also draw your own layout and you can simulate, right? So this is whatever I like to show you today. Now in this, if you have any question, you can ask. Okay, students, if you have any question, please ask. Right, so few examples I have shown you. Ring oscillator. So you can draw your own ring oscillator. I will put this software if you require. It is a very small, I think some 2 MB or बहुत ही छोटा सा software है ये. So you can keep it with you and you can use it to understand the concepts of this high performance VLSI design. Right? If I get Tanner, then also I will show you how to do smaller simulations in Tanner. Right? So now, if you have any question, you can ask. So I hope that you have enjoyed this session. So whatever theory part is there related to that, you can have various experiments if you want to visualize the effects. Right? That's what I have shown you. Further, if you have any query, you can ask. Students, no question? बोलिए, कुछ क्वेश्चन है तो बताइए. अभी भी हमारे पास 5 मिनट बाकी है. Almost 5 minutes is there with us. So if you have any question, you can ask. So up to this, it is clear. I hope that everyone has entered the topic in the shared sheet for 30 marks term paper. Okay, term paper का topic सबने डाल दिया होगा. I assume. And I hope that you are using the recordings in order to understand various topics for high performance VLSI design. Right? We are going to have a next test. है ना? So may I take a test based on the unit 2, 3 and 4 in next lectures for 10 minutes. उसके मार्क हम नहीं गिनेंगे. Are you ready? Okay, so I will give some assignments based on 3 chapters, and you all will prepare from the PPT. And if you require any material, I will give you another material also from the book. Scanning of the book also I can provide. But you will write in your notebook all these answers and scan this and upload, right? And I will see whether you have gone through all the chapters or not, right? Because the students, we have completed so far 4 chapters. First is, I would like to tell you how much we have done. If you see our syllabus, we have finished unit 1, that is introduction overview of integrated circuits. Then unit 2, scaling and enhancement interconnect networks. Then I have also finished unit 5, synchronization, unit 6, on-chip clock generation and distribution, right? And I have also started power management, right? So after this, we have unit 3 half portion, then unit 4 and unit 7. Only 2.5 chapters left now, right? So let us now revise whatever we have done, right? And then again I will start unit 3, 4. So let us prepare for the second test, right? So slowly again in the next few lectures, yes, and next Thursday we will be having a extra expert lecture, right? So please attend it and ask questions in this. Right now, students, you can leave the meeting. Okay, time is over. You can leave the meeting. Thank you very much for attending.